Hello and welcome to D&D Night on DDOstream, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, the most supported virtual tabletop with more official licenses than any other virtual tabletop. You can visit fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. This is Oracle of War, and I am Patrick, your dungeon master and host this evening. Let's see, playing with us tonight, we'll start with Gralak.
Hello, this is Gralak, and so far I'm playing a half-elf monk.
Ye of little faith. Ista?
This is Ista. I am a half-elf sorcerer.
Kaela?
Hi, I'm Kaela Brightleaf. I'm a high elf rogue.
Yeah, half elf and high elf, very different.
Sorry, yeah, it's very different.
Don't confuse
We're
those.
going to confuse her.
Lorlevant?
Hello, I'm Lorlevant, and I'm an Asimar Celestial Pact Warlock.
And Miri?
Hello, I am Miri. I am a half-elf bard.
And Wallop?
And Wallop is a Warforged fighting man.
Man? Question mark?
Fighting man.
Have you already completed the quest, The Wizard of Oz, or something?
No, the fighting man is what the fighter was originally called.
Or no, I guess it would be the quest of Pinocchio, right? To try to become a real boy. That's probably a better movie reference there. Yeah.
So, hence fighting man,
Yeah.
fighter.
Follow.
His act
No.
hand just gets longer and longer if he tells a lie.
I mean, he has a sword arm, right? You've got you tuned the blade on your arm, I think, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
The fancy one, right? Yeah.
Why is that blade so long? No reason.
Well, before we get ourselves too much in the gutter and down bad places, wait, welcome back to Oracle of War. We'll do a little bit of a recap here. So last time you guys made it back to Salvation after, I don't know, like 6 months of not being in Salvation or something like that. Real time, not game time. And
For a week.
yeah. And some of the Grey Dogs had betrayed you and taken the Oracle of War, which last time you recovered. Fought off some of the Grey Dogs and also some of what was her name? Irulin's goons who decided to barter for the Oracle of War. By offering you your life for it, and you took theirs instead. So that's kind of how that worked out.
Our lives are fine.
And at the end of that, so you had a little bit of time to kind of pick up the pieces and stuff. And then things just went, completely sideways. Yeah, so we'll just kind of recap some of that. You hear screaming voices from outside. A thundering voice echoes across Salvation from the direction of the lightning rail station. People of Salvation, my name is Sal Dreadstroke. I have a simple proposition for you. Bring me the device known as the Oracle of War, and no one else needs to get hurt. Defy me, and you will all die. Every 10 minutes, one of my colleagues will execute someone from this outpost. If you have the Oracle, I suggest you step forward and let yourself be known. And you are able to kind of step onto the streets of Salvation because, all hell is breaking loose out there. Oh, wait, where's my picture?
Why would we do that when there's other potentially bad people around us?
Just story moments here. This is the cutscene. You don't get to choose what you do.
Excuse me, this is D&D. I do.
Cutscene, damn it. Well, someone steps outside. You see panicked workers fleeing the lightning rail station. 6 figures stand on the platform. A half-orc wearing a leather duster. An ogre carrying a battering ram. A helmed warrior. A snarling gnoll, an iron cobra, and a ferocious orc wearing clawed gauntlets. Sprawled at their feet is the corpse of Sheriff, the only person who stood for any law in this outpost. With a nod from the half-orc, the 5 brutes fan out and start searching Salvation. I'm not going to close that window because I'm probably going to need it later. All right. I need 3 of you to roll a d10 for me.
Which 3?
I don't care. The first 3. Let's see, a 3, a 1, and a 7. Oh, someone's too late. Oh, you rolled 7, I guess. All hell breaks loose here, right? Like, people are scattering, there's screaming going on, all that fun stuff. And you are able to pick up a few bits of the conversation is going out. One is you recognize the dwarf editor of the Salvation Times. Yes, apparently Salvation has a newspaper. Things you didn't know about Salvation.
Wow.
So tiny. How can they support a newspaper?
I mean, it has its own spot on the map. It's number 2.
I mean,
Well,
digital.
It's fairly large.
I've seen a building and a garage be a point on a map, but that was where there was nothing for another 150 miles in any direction.
It's about half the size of the market on the map.
I mean, there's not really anything within 150 miles in 3 or 4, 2 or 3 directions from here. So and also they have a good digital subscription model. I mean, anyways, she is muttering, "I know that half orc. I know him." And let's see. A prospector asks someone for the quickest route to the Grey Beyond Tavern, saying that his daughter is in her room. And let's see. You see the dwarf owner of the bakery. They even have a bakery here. I mean, come on, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, hang on. If there was a bakery, I would have known.
And it's
Well, you
smaller
did.
than the Salvage Times building.
You did know that there was a bakery here. We just haven't discussed it in game.
That's
And he can be seen grabbing his children and running towards the bakery, and over his shoulder he turns to you and asks you to lure the raiders away.
okay.
Let's see, where is the other stuff that I...
Well, I do notice that most of them are all flesh and blood types.
I mean, how many non-flesh and blood types have we seen here in Salvation?
I mean, there's that Iron Cobra, but
uh,
Oh, and the Titan.
The sheriff.
Sheriff
Right.
dead.
Sheriff's no longer
Yeah,
there.
but he was Warforged.
I think she.
Well,
How
it's
can you
hard to tell.
tell?
Well, the
Yeah.
the materials they give me, I think, said she, but yes. How do you tell in a war force? This is a great question. I recommend just asking.
Yes.
it is a personal decision.
Let's see. Bellalor and Garunda. Also, Bellalor advises you not to face the assassins as a group. They look pretty tough. And she offers to take the Oracle of War off your hands so you can deal with them. And Garunda advises you to gather supplies at the apothecary or visit the Chapel of the Silver Flame if you get injured and need a rest.
Okay.
And with that, the 2 goblins take off to some bolt hole with the Oracle of War in tow, freeing you of said
Wait a
burden.
minute.
Huh?
We didn't get. I thought you said we got to choose.
I mean, do you want to drag the Oracle of War around with a horn blaring, "Here I am, here I am, here I am"?
Do we
I
trust-
assume she's taking it just for the duration of this fight.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise it won't be hard. It's hard to find. Oh, look, it's the horn. It's over
How are
there.
they going to hide it if it's blaring? Here I am. Here I am. Or third protocol activated. Third protocol activated.
They're
Well,
clever.
that's her problem. I think we have enough of our own for the moment.
So, the Helmed warrior takes to the sky and begins doing circles around Salvation while the other 4 goons kind of spread out and start moving around. So just to kind of give a little bit of a kind of an understanding of how this is going to work. If you want to move between locations stealthily, well, you'll have to make a group stealth check. It will be easier if you're doing it on the same block. If you're going a longer distance, it will be harder. So if it's on the same block, easy. If it's 1 block away, less easy. If it's 2 or more blocks away, more difficult.
Well, we are conveniently right next to the Silver Flame Chapel.
True.
Yeah, the apothecary, unfortunately, is way down
Blocks over.
west and inside of the platform.
Unless there's a back door, but even there, it's unlikely they would not see us.
Well, I think we have a few questions we need to answer as a group. One is, how important is it for us to protect the townspeople? What do we all collectively think?
I mean, I don't feel super comfortable just being like, see ya.
I would prefer not to just leave them to their deaths.
All right. If it comes down to we need to do a short rest, are we willing to sacrifice a few of them or not? For instance, that's the kind of stuff we're going to be faced with.
Right, because we used resources in that last fight, and this happened instantly as soon as that last fight was over.
Yep.
If we don't have a choice, we don't have a choice. But if we can avoid it, let's do so. So let's basically be cautious and try to avoid it. But if we have to, we have to.
I agree with that. How about the rest of you?
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay, I think we also need to split these guys up as much as possible, but I'm a little concerned because this town, I don't know how big the squares are on this map, but it's only maybe 200 feet from north to south.
So the marketplace, so 12 there, that's 50 by 80.
Okay, so 10.
So it's
no,
about, each one of these squares would be about,
20 feet.
yeah.
Yeah, looks
So
like 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah, it's about a factor of 4 low, give or take.
Okay, so it's roughly 300 feet from the platform to the furthest building to the south. And probably about 400 feet, estimating it from the eastmost point to the westmost point. But that means there's going to be a lot of sound carrying, attracting other guys potentially. So I'm a little concerned about fighting in town.
Yeah, and there's no trees or grass or anything really to be absorbing sound. All these vertical walls are only going to bounce sound around.
So I
And
will
we're not-
say, don't worry, don't overthink some of that stuff. There are mechanics built into what fighting and staying in a place looks like. So I'm not saying don't think about that stuff, but don't get too caught up in what the terrain is and whatnot. It's not something that this module has like really fleshed out in super great detail. Like it's just like, here's some basic rules on how to handle this encounter. So don't get too crazy thinking about down a rabbit hole with that. Also,
Well,
you guys have been in this place for a while, so if there's a particular building you want some more information about, I can give that to you before you go there or something like that.
The people, the enemies have spread out, correct?
Yes.
They're like one on each street, or what are we talking
They're
about?
roaming around. So we're not
Okay.
gonna. You are currently in location 12, so we're not gonna think about this in terms of like they're over here and you're over there. It's just gonna be to move from place to place. You just need to make a check.
Okay. Well,
we don't
my
have-
first thought is if they are spread out, we try and get at them one at a time.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to have a suggestion. While I can't necessarily use it very much, I do have the option to try to make some of them run away. I have the ability to cast Cause Fear.
That could help.
How long does that last?
A minute.
Okay.
I can do it twice before I have to take a short rest.
How
Get
is
it.
the one guy flying around? Like a spell? A big swan? Like, what are we talking? I'm voting for big swan.
You mean like? Are you asking me mechanically how is he flying, or
Correct.
like what
Well,
is he
we're
flying like Superman
adventurers.
versus like his
Yes.
arms spread out like?
No, we're talking mechanically. How is he flying?
Is
Does
he
he have
flapping
wings?
his arms?
Is he just flying?
I think he's flapping his arms, personally.
Wow, that is some terrible Arcana check rolls. Who hasn't rolled yet?
I haven't.
Wallop and
Yeah,
Kaela, I
sorry.
think that's okay.
Yeah, that was better, hopefully.
That was better. It wasn't necessarily good.
Double digits.
Now, hang on a second. Hang on a second. In terms of Arcana stuff, this guy flew. How did he get off the ground?
He levitated.
Wallop might know.
Okay, that's what we were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out whether he had wings, whether he had a mount, or whether he was
Oops,
just
that's not what I wanted.
in the air.
Well, I guess it's good. It's not an angry swan he's flying on. Or goose.
Du-du-du-du-du. It's probably the same
What?
image. For reference, that's what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was right when you said that the first time.
Ew.
That's the flying guy?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
don't bother Eldritch blasting that.
He's completely naked
Yeah.
under his armor.
there's not much under the armor.
That's why I said he's completely naked under there.
What there is of it.
Yeah, so Wallop I guess it makes sense that Wallop would know what a Helmed Horror is more than anyone else since he's, been in war. But yeah, that's what's
Because
Okay.
if we're trying to take them out one by one, I would think the guy that's flying around and can see what's going on would be the biggest danger.
Yeah.
They're over on
so
3rd Street. Go there.
it's a helmed horror, so it's flying on its own because that's just how it was made.
Well, do you know how to make them stop flying?
Beat him to death.
yeah, that's a pretty fair
Yep.
understanding of how that works.
I guess death isn't completely accurate. Beat them until they cease functioning, but close enough.
Works for me.
All right. Is everybody in good shape from a hit point standpoint?
Aside from Sprocket,
I mean, I'm a little down. I'm a 4th down, but
actually maybe we'll send Sprocket with the goblins because he's hurting
Parts
pretty
anyway.
bad in parts. Wow. But Callie is still with you.
Well, the only starting point we have was Garunda pointed us towards the Silver Flame Chapel. Should we go over there and see what's up and see if we could get some healing for Wallop?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's also right next door. So.
Okay, so you're going to there. Let's see, we need to do or stealth. Stealth is alphabetical. All right.
Not very stealthy.
Well, it's a group stealth check, so
And it's making me. I actually don't have disadvantage right now on stealth checks.
Hey, that's positive.
But it might have give it to me anyway.
are you saying that like as something that is incorrect or
Because I've still only got the chain on which is mithril.
Oh,
It-
right.
It means I don't have disadvantage on it.
Got it. Okay.
Yay.
Because you actually made that check with advantage. That's why I was
Oh,
checking.
well, all right, cool.
Okay, you get to the chapel perfectly fine. Let's see. Oh, we were talking about this. Hang on. There's some additional information in one of these windows that. Hold please. Too many windows open right now. I don't need that one anymore. We did that. We talked about that. I don't need that. Great. Hey, where's the window that I want? Damn it!
It's hidden.
No, I probably closed it at some point. That's okay. I can find it. Talking amongst yourselves for a moment. Okay, so most of the buildings of Salvation, this is just general information, are made from old timber planks, but a few are made from stone. They're usually roofed with wood or slate shingles. Most doors are just timber planks, but are locked. So some of them you might have to force open or pick a lock, kind of a thing. And most windows are 1.5 by 1.5 feet, and secured by the shutters.
Do we know how tall these buildings are?
Probably probably mostly 1 story. Maybe some slightly larger 1 stories, but unless specified, they're not going to have like a second floor or something. I think the inns might have a second floor, but I think otherwise they do not. So you go to the Chapel of Silver Flame, which is 20 feet by 80 foot chapel, clean dressed stone, has a gabled roof of silver painted wood shingles. This door is thick and heavy, but doesn't have a lock. Inside, on the benches, Mother Johanna is praying with 4 other residents. She welcomes you warmly into there.
Something tells me this is a place for someone with high charisma to do the talking, not somebody with high intimidate. So who's going to be the face?
What time is it? Morning, afternoon, evening?
Evening?
Okay. Good evening, Mother Johanna. How are you today?
Welcome, child. Will you be dealing with the hooligans terrorizing our outpost?
That is the hope. As you may notice, our companion here has been injured. Is there anything that can be done for him?
I'm looking for. Yes, child. Please pray to the altar, pray at the altar to the Silver Flame for strength.
Okay. I will pray at the altar.
You get 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
I mean,
Do we all want to pray?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, really.
Suddenly,
Thank you.
suddenly everyone wants to pray.
We found
It wasn't
religion.
my turn. I was going to do that anyway, but it wasn't my turn yet.
I mean, this is common of people, right? Like this big, scary event that turns them to religion. This is normal.
Mhm.
I am not sure how well my patron would appreciate me praying to another god, so
I mean, I
Maybe
just
we'll
did.
not wanna do
It's not my patron.
Yeah.
Yeah, my patron doesn't care. I'm getting on my knees right now.
Your patron isn't the source of your power.
Who is not praying?
Lorlevant.
Just Lorlevant? Everyone else is going to take the
Oh yeah, we're going to
free
be
hit
very
points.
thankful to the silver flame. Hmm.
I
I imagine something like the praying scene in Blazing Saddles.
Oh man,
I'm praying. I didn't say to the silver flame. Just I am praying though.
There we go.
you do have to pray to the silver flame.
Yes.
She will
That's
also cast a cure wounds on Wallop.
Well, that's a lot better.
Do we want to kind of ask them if there's any safe place for them to hide? They might want to not be standing right inside the door here.
Well, they're not. I mean, they're kind of back towards the altar.
Is there a safe place for you to go during this emergency?
She basically tells you that her place is here at the temple, and especially in times of crisis, and gestures to the other folks here. But she does kind of whisper to you that if you need a safe place to hide, to go to the Shrine of the Traveler.
Okay.
Thank you, Mother.
Oh, by the way, there is that place underneath the scrapyard.
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the scrapyard might be a good place to set up shop, but it sounds like we're supposed to wander around the town more than leave.
I will also remind you that, I was going to remind this earlier, but we kind of kept talking about other things. The town did get surrounded by a bunch of death dogs.
Yeah.
Which, just because it was fun the first time, we'll just remind people what the death dogs look like.
Yeah.
It's not so bad when you're in a town and don't have to want to leave it real quick.
Okay, the Traveler Shrine is also the farthest southwest building in town, so
Yep.
it's a long way away.
You can move in increments too, right? Like you don't have to do it all at once, right?
Right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of residences that we would have to break into between here and there
Not necessarily.
if we wanted to hide.
All right, so what's next? Are we going to try and find one alone?
I think we should.
Is there a back door to this building?
No.
Only one way in and out of this building.
Most buildings only do not have a back door.
Because I've never been in a building that did not have a back door, unless it was a smokehouse.
I mean, in some ways, calling these buildings might be generous, at least by our modern standards.
They're generally box-shaped.
I mean, I kind of picture this as being more akin to like early, like frontier-ish kind of.
Yeah,
town.
I that's my time frame, or earlier, and there were always two doors because you needed to have a cross breeze.
I mean, that makes sense, but I guess these are. I don't know. It just says there's no back doors unless specified.
Okay.
Okay, and that's fair.
I guess it makes it easier in case you're surrounded by death dogs. So I guess let's go check the provisioner. Just keep. Hey, what do you got that can help? our way through town.
The thing is, every time we leave one of these buildings, we have to go out onto the either Main Street
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. That's the only way is to get out on Main Street because there's no back door. So you can't go out the back and go around the side.
I mean, the same. Even if you were
makes
going out the back,
absolutely
you'd have the
no
same
sense.
problem.
Well, that's true, but anyway, having only one way in and one way out means you're in a trap.
And I'll mention again, like if there's some information you want to know about the different places, like some cursory information, I can give that to you before you want to go there.
Well, what do we know about the provisioner then?
It's named Thorn's Provisions. It has a front room and a back room, although you haven't been into the back room before. This is where you would buy your this is where you would buy your adventuring gear.
Well, maybe we should go there, and if anybody needs anything, we might be able to stock up before the next activity.
You probably the provisioner's name is Eric's Thorn, male human, and you probably know that he used to be an adventurer.
That sounds promising.
So, do we all agree we should be heading there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, 19 and a 20. Good stealth roll, Ista.
Yay.
Lorlevant, save those rolls for the fight.
Oh, if they're good.
All right, so you get there easily. So you hop in. Actually, you get there and the door is locked.
That's a shock.
You can either try to force it open or pick the lock.
I'll try to pick the lock.
Is there anything we need out of here? If we don't need anything out of here, why would we want to get him upset with us?
Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check.
We don't know what he has. One way to find out.
Didn't he just have the general supplies? Like basically anything you could get from the non-magical section of the
We were told.
convention gear? Yeah.
Yeah, I stocked up, at the end of we got to town earlier. I don't know if everybody else did or not. That's why I was asking.
You pop the door open in such a way that you can relock it.
Yay. Let's have a look. Maybe he has something special behind the counter.
That's what I'm thinking.
The good stuff.
I'm just reopening a window here really quick. The counter is just kind of a general counter. There's not actually like anything surprising underneath there. However, you do see a candle flickering in the back.
All right, let's move back there.
Does Miri want to call out to him so we don't surprise him?
Yeah. Hello. Are you in there?
Come in.
Do we recognize
we
the voice?
see?
Yes. It's the guy who works here.
All right. So does anybody need anything from here? I loaded up on caltrops and oil and that kind of stuff.
Are you going into the back room?
Well, I was talking to the party first.
But yeah, it's my intention.
So you let's see, is it a? Does it say what the difference is? I'm just gonna say it's a curtain. So you go in the back room, and Eric's is sitting calmly at a table, drinking tea. He asks you, tea?
That would be lovely.
Yes, it is.
No, thank you.
You don't drink tea.
That's why I said yes, it is.
So Miri sits down and he pours you a little glass of tea.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you. I
Oh,
assume that you are aware that there are some hooligans outside, and we are trying to understand why they are here and what's going on, what we need to do to help here. Do you have any suggestions?
well, you would kind of know why they're there, because, I mean, they did.
Just because I do doesn't mean I want to say that to him.
Oh. Well, I mean,
I'm carrying on a conversation here. I'm trying to be polite, like you do over tea.
sure. Was as well. I believe they have made their demands plain. But since you plan on stopping them, take this. And what is it? He takes a gold circlet, or he hands you a golden circlet.
Oh, this is beautiful. What does it do?
Let's see, did he go in there? It did. It's in your inventory.
Ah,
It's a circlet of blasting.
oh my.
Ooh.
That'll help.
While wearing this circlet, you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell with it. When you make the spell's attack, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. The circlet can't be used this way again until the next dawn. Ooh. How lovely. Does it fit me? As
Yes.
I put it on my head. Oh,
Yeah,
this
it's
is beautiful. Thank you. We will attempt to make sure that you and your facility here are kept safe if we can.
Oh, that's a weird way of doing that. He just kind of, raises his glass. I would join you, Missy, but my adventuring days are long behind me.
We each must do it. Again, thank you very much.
Go away.
Okay, I think our next leap should be to the sheriff's
Well,
location.
we know the sheriff is dead, so is there something there we can find? You expect to find?
Well, we might get lucky and find something useful, or maybe at least manacles.
Do you expect that manacles will help us?
It's hard to say when they don't.
They shot the sheriff, but did they shoot the deputy?
Do we have a deputy? Is there anything going on in the playhouse? What happens in the playhouse? What do we know about the playhouse, having been in this town off and on now for a while?
Hold, please. Scorching Ray is 4d6, right?
No, it's
2d6.
2d6?
2d6, but three
It's
times.
3 times.
Right. Fire damage. I'm just programming the circlet here because it's not programmed in a way that I like.
Sir.
2d6 fire plus 5 range attack. And I don't think you need that. That doesn't make sense.
Before we get there, is that an action to use it? And does it count as casting a spell if it is?
The circlet of blasting.
Yes.
It's an action to cast Scorching Ray. And
Yes, it does count as casting, and it does take an action.
it has an attack bonus of +5.
Okay. But if somebody uses that, they won't be able to cast another spell except a cantrip in the same
Is
turn.
that supposed to be you make a ranged attack with a +5 bonus to what you have, or is it just +5 to attack?
Just 5 to
plus
attack,
5.
it looks like.
I assume it replaces your bonus.
Let's see if this actually does what I want it to do. +5. Yeah, it looks like it's doing it right. Great. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That can go away. You wanted to know about which one?
The next building over on the way
Playhouse.
to the sheriff's, the playhouse next door.
It's a playhouse. There's a stage. There's benches to sit in.
If there's
Yes,
like clown
but are there-
puppets in there, then
But
we
are
could
there
definitely scare
people?
'em.
Are there people in there? I mean, would they? Would
Well,
they? Would there
that
people that
I
would
can't
be-
tell you without you going there.
I mean, because if we've been there, we would know. Do they always practice every afternoon and then have an evening show, or do they only have
Oh.
shows one day a week? Or
I'll say that they have maybe a show a week.
okay,
It's a simple affair usually. I mean, it's probably not up to your performance standards, Miri. But, hey, everyone's got to start somewhere.
this
Eve-
is true.
Even the people who have no hope of these are all hobbyists at best.
So yeah, unless we can think of like a specific prop they've used recently that might be helpful, probably.
Well,
move
and
on.
I was wondering, are there people in there that might be? It might have something that would help us here as well. So it sounds like no.
You would have to check to get more information.
I'd say that it's enough of a guess that we might as well just go on to one that we are more likely to get something at the sheriff's.
Yeah, that does mean
You hear a
crossing
cry of
first
someone being executed.
Oh,
Can we tell which direction it is from us?
Let's see, which direction is down on the map again? West.
West.
Yeah, west.
And actually, I will. Sal's voice booms out. Gorg, kill someone.
Was that before or after we heard the sound of death?
Before, followed by a scream of pain and,
And which direction was the scream?
west.
Was it close or far?
You said,
Or can we even tell?
can we, based on the name, is there any indication as to which one of these guys that might have been? I mean, because sometimes names are very specific. Could we make a guess as to which one that was?
Maybe. Let's see how perceptive you are. And we'll say probably down by Salt Avenue and 3rd Avenue is where you heard the sound from.
Could we tell which one of the 6 bad guys it was? We know it wasn't Sal. We know the guy's name was.
We heard a really loud thump right before we heard the scream, so I think it's probably the ogre.
Okay.
It sounded more like a big stick hitting something than the sword.
Okay, so but that's a couple blocks away. So we might have something closer to us. Do we want to try to like poke our nose out and see if we can see if there's somebody close? Because my guess is, considering there is the east of the town, 1st Avenue, 2nd Avenue, 3rd Avenue, west of the town, and that sounds like that was 3rd Avenue and
I mean,
Salt.
if you want to find them, they're not hard to find.
Well, if we're going to be going from here and at the provisioners to the sheriff's, we're going to have to step out. But before we do
Yes.
any stepping out and moving around, especially crossing 1st Avenue, can we, maybe we should see if we can find one of these and kind of perhaps lure them into the playhouse, for example, to get them off the street and hopefully have a way to isolate them and take at least one of them out at a time.
So in terms of like moving between buildings, right? Like there's just a rule for it. There's just a mechanic for it. The assassins are moving around.
We're trying to find a way of keeping them from interrupting our fight with basically, so we only have to fight one of them at a time.
Yes. Presumably, if you fight one, the other ones will come running.
We don't know that.
Well, it depends on how
If we want
short
to
that
have
fight
We're
is,
one.
trying
I
to
guess.
find a way to do it where they can't do that as easily.
Right.
Are any of the buildings around us the stone buildings?
I think some of the ones you've been in are stone.
Okay. Should we try to get up on the roof? We've got a rope of climbing that should make that relatively easy. The ogre didn't look like he'd be able to do range attacks as well as some of the other ones.
I mean, I can fall through any roof you want me to.
If you're down on the bottom and some of us who are ranged can be up on the roof, I perhaps could put up a illusion of a barrier. You're not going through.
I was thinking more of the ranged people up top shooting at the ogre because it looks like it can't return fire as well as it could hit you if you were close.
And we'll point out that there's a Helmed Horror flying above you.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we can get the opportunity to take him out of the air,
That would be
better.
good. Yeah.
Well, should we try to get south of the town and pull the Helmed Horror to us with range?
Sure. Maybe we can do something from the scrapyard because we're not that far from it.
Well, remember the scrapyard? I don't know how. It was 5 minutes walk, so we probably have to deal with death dogs if we go there.
Sure.
Also, we don't know exactly if they know they're looking for us specifically or not.
No.
I don't think
They
they
don't.
do.
From the description we had, it sounds like they just know the Oracle of War is here in this town, and they're looking for it. So I don't think they're after us yet.
And we don't have it.
So what you doing?
I mean, I'm a little concerned about trying to do hand-to-hand fighting up here where there's basically 10 feet of fighting room and no way to get out of opportunity attack room at all. So I'd like to find some place a little more open.
I agree that we should go probably to the south of the town. If we go to the south of the town, then we can always retreat to the salvage yard if we have any issues.
And the fact that they're going to be killing something every 10 minutes.
Well, if we
We
start
would have
pulling
to
them towards
control
us,
over that.
there's less of them to do so.
That's true. That's not-
Or they're going to have to keep some of them there, which means that we have less on us. Which, while I don't like that, I would appreciate. It's easier to take care of them one at a time, which would allow us to take them out faster rather than.
Yeah, we can't go
Slower.
too far without having to deal with the death dog.
Yep.
Correct.
I'd say there's probably the main guy and 2 on the platform. One one to hold the prisoner and the other to finish the prisoner.
I don't think that they're keeping prisoners. I think they're just wandering around town, and when it's time, they're just going into a house or building and finding somebody to kill.
That is accurate.
Find.
Yeah, they just killed somebody down at 3rd Avenue and Salt Alley, or that area. So we did. What we know just happened is he told the ogre to kill somebody, and they basically smacked the first person they saw.
Okay.
Sal is the only one. The leader is the only one on the platform. The Helmed Horror is up in the air, and the other 4 are just scaring the crap out of people at the moment.
I mean, I think maybe we should start making our way south towards 3rd Avenue and Salt Alley, and if we see somebody else on the way that we think's a better target, we go there.
There's a
But I'd
lot
like
of,
to get to open space that's not next to the platform.
yeah, there's a lot of residential space and a lot of open stuff behind all those residences.
I mean, it's not as bad as I thought because those squares are 20 feet. So that means the main street's 40 feet wide, or 30 to 40 feet wide. I keep seeing squares and thinking they're 5 feet, but they're not. Well, what do we want to do? If we talk about it too much, we're going to have another person die.
I say let's head down south of the town and then go over towards 3rd Avenue and Salt Alley.
Sounds good.
We're going to try to get to where we can find the ogre without having to deal with the other guys, if that is at all possible.
Do we want to go down Main Street, or do we want to, go south when we hit 2nd Avenue and go out the back south edge of town and go down there?
That might be safer.
I was thinking that one, going south and then go over to the south of town from 2nd Avenue.
And again, being with all due care, keeping an eye on the sky, keeping an eye in all directions. I would have thought that would be self-evident, but just in case it isn't.
And have somebody that's not clanking take a peek around the corners first.
Yes, somebody who's sneaky, please.
Wallop, Ista, what do you guys think, Kaela?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Wrong one.
Okay, let's head south. Head west. When we get to 2nd Avenue, we'll look and see if we can see anything. Also, look up more at Main Street when we step out, both directions before we step out.
All directions, including the sky.
I mean, you don't really have to pay that close attention to that, but hold on a second.
As soon as we don't, we'll need to have done.
Well, what I'm saying is there's rules for moving between, right? So it doesn't really matter which way you're going.
It's a matter of the distance, not necessarily the direction.
And the number of streets you cross and so forth, probably.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go which direction?
Effectively west.
When we get to the
okay.
corner of Main Street and 2nd Avenue, if we haven't seen anything, we want to look around the corner both directions before we go across 2nd Avenue.
What's your destination is my question.
We're headed for the south end of West Avenue, coming around the backside of town. But we want to go down to Second Avenue, out the side, back, and then down west.
So you're in the provisioner. What? You're just trying to find the ogre in the streets, or you're trying to go to a destination?
We're trying to get to the south end of Third Avenue and look for the ogre on Third Avenue first before we decide how to kind of engage him. But
So
if we see somebody on the way, we want to stop and deal with that if necessary.
Yes, basically.
So again, the way that mechanically this works is you have to tell me where you want to go, and it's just like if you want to find someone, you can find someone, and we'll just roll randomly where they are. If you want to go to a specific destination to avoid, like if you're trying to avoid people or avoid the assassins, then I kind of need it's just go to a destination, right? It's not how you get there is already covered in the mechanics. Does that make sense?
Okay, we don't want to go to a building. We want to go to the south end of Third Avenue as carefully as possible.
Basically, we want to go to that residential building that you're talking about, and then we're basically going to be looking down Third Avenue from there. Basically, we're trying to find the ogre away from the other ones.
Okay.
Or one of them away from the others. We don't necessarily care about the ogre.
Town. Because there's 5 of these guys wandering through this town. If you take the ogre out, it's the best.
4 of them, but we want to take one of them away from.
There's one on the platform, and there's 5 in town.
The 5th one is the Helmed Horror that is floating in the sky, watching over the 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure.
But again, if he's the one we see first, we have to deal with him. In which case, we're going to have to try to pull him away from the other guys.
The which one?
Any of them.
The Helmed Horror.
Yes.
Which is why we're trying so hard to be so careful, because it really does matter what we find.
Mechanics doesn't give us the option for what we're trying to do.
Well, if you want to find a guy, then that's easy, right? Like, again, you can find them.
Well, but
whether or not there's someone.
It's not easy because we're trying to find a particular guy. We think we know where he is, but the problem is that there's other guys that we could run into in the meantime. And if that happens, we want to deal with them separately. We don't want to just keep going looking for the one guy we were looking for. We want to stop and deal with what we've got.
Right. So
it's not a mechanic thing. That's the problem.
I can break it down into the mechanic. I can break it down into the mechanic. If you want to find the ogre, and I can tell you he's over here. And then there's mechanics for getting there without running into another person, just like another assassin, just like going to different buildings, right? You're just going to a destination. And then, right, so it's just mechanically just trying to get to that point. And then there's mechanics for how far apart they are. So, like, I have those mechanics. I'm trying to get an understanding of what you want to do. But in any case, as you prepare to go to the door, you hear a scraping along the wall, and the door is ripped open. And do they have a picture of this guy? Probably not. Ooh, they do. Well, it's just a no. That's less fun.
That is.
Well, this particular gnoll doesn't actually have a spear, right? This crazed gnoll has what is it? It just says a snarling gnoll. I thought it was just wearing had claws or something. Maybe that's one of the other guys. It is one of the other guys. Anyways, there's a gnoll. And geez, where did everything go? The gnoll comes in, smiles and cackles loudly,
What do we see?
a
What we
knoll.
see? We don't see a spear. What do we see him carrying?
Nothing.
So
He's
there's
got claws.
no. He's got claws. He doesn't have any bows. He doesn't have any swords.
It could be a caster.
Does he look like he might be a caster?
What does the caster knoll look like?
Does it look like it has any sort of like pouch for material components or anything like that?
No.
So then probably not.
Is it wearing any sort of armor?
Yes. Hide armor.
So it is probably not a caster.
This is good.
Oop, I got that open twice. Don't need that. But he cackles and attacks.
How is it attacking? Because that will definitely answer our question.
Well, you're about to find out because he goes first. And he will step up and attack Miri. And he will try to bite Miri. Good news is he misses, so you don't have to check for rabies. And then he will tackle the claw, which will hit Miri. For apparently you still had bless on people. That probably shouldn't have been true.
Why not? It hasn't been very long.
Well, you failed your concentration check anyway, so. And then it attacks you again with a claw, which will also hit.
Am I just not seeing his token on the battle map?
We have a battle map.
What battle map?
There is
There
no
he
battle.
is. There he is. Yeah, we're on the Smite
Oh.
Works battle map.
And it's Kayla's turn.
Alright, I'll attack with my bow.
That's going to hit 23.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
16 damage.
Good job, lady. Good job.
Miri.
I am going to disengage and
Okay.
get out of the way. If I disengage, can I move back?
You can move wherever you want. Just stay within the square.
Okay.
Even though the square is not actually the right size
If
for
you
this
want-
building. But
If you want to do a prepared action, I can pull you away.
Oh,
can you, though?
can you?
I
Telekinetic.
would say just run behind Wallop.
If she wants to do a prepared action, do something other than just disengage, I can pull her away with telekinetic.
I am going to try to get back here. And
Okay.
disengage and get to there.
Sure.
And I have a bonus action. And so I am going to see where to go here. Trying to figure out what I can do. I don't think I have any more. I don't think I have one. So I'll go. I'll just. Where is?
You have a bardic inspiration left, but
I'm looking for the party tracker, which has gotten covered up by somebody. There it is. Okay. Yes.
So, you know,
Lorlevant.
after this, anyone in town who threatened us will be like, oh, really? Where were you the other day?
Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna do my normal.
Blasty.
Yep.
By missing.
Yep.
That seems normal.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
And I'm going to move over there.
Wallop.
We go over here and probably miss, but try to also wallop.
Were you intending to do this with the -5?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, it misses.
I know.
Callie will shoot with her longbow. And hit once. And miss once. Ista.
All right. I'm gonna stick with cantrip for now. Try a chill touch.
What's gonna hit?
Hey. Damage. And effects.
2 damage.
And that's me.
Gralak, how does a monk have a 5 initiative?
I was sleeping.
There is no flanking, just FYI.
Yeah, but at least I'm out of line of sight.
Quarterstaff will hit. Nice solid 18. Little damage. I do suggest rolling higher on your damage dice. Just as a general group roll.
Figure out how to make that happen. I will take it.
14 hits. And another 6 damage. There you go.
I'm going to point out that his damage rolls were in the same range as my attack roll.
Sure. Your mic's still open. All right. Second round. Let's see. Oh. Wallop, do you want evens or odds?
Odds.
He attacks Gralak. Check this. Alright, so he bites you. And then you have to make a saving throw. Which you do succeed on, so you take... Wait, I did that wrong. You don't take that damage. My bad. And then he's going to attack you with his claws. Misses one. And hits with the other. And it's Kaela's turn.
All right. Still with the bow attacks.
That's going to hit. For lots of damage. Oh boy.
Nice.
Miri.
Alrighty.
He's almost dead, guys. Let's get him.
Where's my sturf? Where's my sturf? I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow. Attempt to shoot him with my crossbow.
Well, that was
and
the
miss.
damage. Do you
Horrible.
want to do an attack roll first?
Yeah, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Sometimes the mouse doesn't work right.
The good news is you hit, so you've already rolled your
So-
4 damage.
Okay, cool. I would roll again if you wanted me to, though.
Yeah, I'll take 4. It's appropriately low. Gives me some false hope that he'll survive for another round.
Why do you want that to be false? I thought you were on
well,
our side.
Yeah. I'm on the game side.
All right, and I don't have much in the way of spells, so that's going to be it for me right now.
Lorlevant.
Nope. Same thing as I did last time.
Go, Lorlevant, go.
Missing
Go,
with an
go,
Eldritch Blast.
go!
Hey, you hit.
Not this time.
19. Look at that.
Woohoo!
Hey!
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
It's probably not going to happen again for the next couple of fights, but
Well, you know. Look, you killed one.
Whoop, time to go.
if I was a Fiend Pact, I would care more.
Search the body.
Yes.
I was going to pick up the body.
Okay, you can pick up the body.
Throw it at the next guy.
Yeah, right.
I don't think
Not
we
sure we
carry
want
him.
to-
Let's just smack him again to make sure he's dead.
Make sure he is dead.
He dead.
Anything on the body?
Hide armor.
And the disgusting hide armor has probably got.
Are you just gonna? Are you gonna stay here and loot it, or are you gonna?
Absolutely. Quickly. Gonna quickly loot the body.
Well, it's gonna take a couple rounds to get the hide armor off. So
Hide armor isn't exactly quick to take off. I think we're probably better off moving on.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's just
leave
move
it.
on if it's only hide armor.
He'll be there later.
Well, I
But
figured
by
we-
loot, I meant look to see what they had on them. See if they had anything better than the hide armor. Does he have any pouches or gold or anything tucked inside? Or
he has hide armor.
Okay, so we just
Wonderful.
leave him in the street. You see, that way he's not on the doorstep.
yes. Can we put him? How can we hide him someplace so they can't find him?
Let's just leave him here in this shop for now.
What did
They'd
Elric
have
do
to
to
come in the
you?
shop to find him. Well, we can come back and get the body after we've killed the other ones if we're still alive.
Eric's pops his head through. There's more coming. You best be quick.
Which ones is it?
Move them. There was a commotion here.
Okay, where are we
Let's-
going to move to?
Do we want to move? Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
let's-
move back to the market barracks? It seemed like that was a fairly open space.
The salvage market, you mean?
Sorry, the salvage market.
That's fine. Pick a place.
Guys, salvage
Salvage
market.
market.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That works.
Sure.
Carry on back.
Oh, I just hit the wrong button. I might redo
Yay,
that.
we win.
Yay, we won! Huzzah!
I mean, even though I hit disadvantage instead of advantage, you passed.
Wow.
So, and
So
someone
we
didn't even
really
roll.
passed.
All right, so you get to the salvage market. Let's see. Gralak, you have a roll that you didn't take.
Sorry, I dismissed it by mistake.
That's okay. I'll set another roll out for everybody. All right, you make it to the salvage market. And let's see, how do I pronounce that name? You hear Sal's voice boom over. Sardzarka, kill another. Followed by a metallic hiss and a scream.
Okay, we gotta kill these guys faster before too many people die here.
Did we see any other guys on the way down here?
You ducked in just as the others converged onto that shop.
Do we want to get organized here and have the right people closest to the door and such instead of just being random?
I mean, I'm for that.
Yes.
Gonna make a stand here, kind of a thing? Is that what's going on?
Well, last time we were kind of thrown in random, even though we were inside of a store. So we want to make sure this time we don't have Miri out front.
My question is more: are you going to just sit here and wait, or do something, or move to somewhere else?
I mean, I would vote keep moving, but
Where do you think we should move to?
like where we heard that last scream.
Well, we know some guys just went into the store we left.
Yeah, they were just in the provisioner.
And if
Because
you
we
want to
wanna-
lure them in here, we probably can. I can probably step outside on the street and ready an action to dash into the room as soon as I see me.
Yeah, because
problem
we
is
want
we
to get
don't
them
know-
coming after us, not.
The problem is how many of them are we going to get at once? Because I don't know that we can take out more than one of these guys at a time.
We have a better chance than a baker, though.
Yeah, none of these people would help us if we were being killed in the streets.
I understand
mean,
that, but I still don't.
I don't want them
feel
to
it.
die, but on the other hand, they're not going to help us either. And so we need to make sure we take care of each other the best we know how.
Can I just say that I love this conversation?
Although, to be fair, 2 out of 2 of people that we've contacted have helped us.
They have, and I want to make sure we help protect them as much as we can. And we just left those guys going into the place where the guy helped us. I don't like that.
Kaela, did you see the message I sent you?
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry.
It's okay.
So do we want to go back up to the provisioners?
Hey guys, Eric's has descriptions of us.
But we don't have the Oracle of War. That's what they're here for.
Yeah, but basically the guy in the provisioners can tell them what we look like, and we just killed the knoll, so they're probably
Yeah.
going to looking for us now.
Yep.
So do we want to take a stand here, or do we want to try to move someplace else quickly first?
This place is pretty open.
This place is empty, right? Like people have shut up
There were
shop
only
and left.
Yeah, I
if
mean, they
possible.
cleared out.
And there were only a couple of tables or whatever that the people were selling stuff on.
Everybody had already left when we started fighting with the other people before, anyways, for the most part.
Yep.
So there wasn't many people in the first place.
So maybe we should
Can
just
the
shout
counters
like
be tipped
the
over?
oracle's in here. Come get it.
I don't think we want to yell out to pull all of them to us at once. If we can wait until one of them is in front of the door and then pull just one in here.
And inside the building, that means the Helmed Horror won't be able to overfly us and see us from above. Can we take these tables or whatever the things they were selling stuff on, can those be moved? Or are they fixed in position? Can they become something that we could hide behind?
I think they're
Well,
mostly. That's a good question. How much can Wallop lift? Is really the is really what you're asking me
Well,
here.
A lot.
I know.
Yeah.
They're pretty robust.
But if they're tables, even if they're big, heavy tables, they should be able to be tipped.
They're not so much tables as like constructed stalls. You think like of a you go to a carnival and like the different little games kind of a thing. Like think about
Does that
something
mean-
kind of, but like more armored and like closable and.
Yeah, you can kind of like you can push them over if you try real hard.
Yeah.
Well, but would we even need to push them over? I mean, if they have a half height wall, we wouldn't need to push them over. We could just hide behind it.
Sure.
So if our ranged people were behind them, how much cover would they get?
I mean, while they're ducking behind them, they would have cover.
And what about the vertical walls? I mean, you said, are these things that can be shut? Can they be locked separately?
They are currently locked. Like, this is where the salvage brokers kind of sort of pseudily work their stuff.
Right. And there's probably
But
still bodies on the street.
Yes.
So is there anything we can do to prep a battlefield here, or do we just basically use the shelter in place and go try to
Or
lure
just
one
the
in?
doorway.
There is nothing you could conceivably do that would improve your tactical situation here.
How large is the doorway? Like, is the entry into this area? Is it 10 feet wide? 20 feet wide? 5?
It's a bigger doorway. No, probably a double wide doorway or something like that.
Okay.
Does that mean a 29-inch wide door? Or does that mean a 42-inch wide door?
Basically, is it one square or
Can you
two?
Oh.
barely fit a thing through it?
It does. So it does have some. So going back to the tables, it does actually give information on this. There's 6 tables scattered around. Each one is roughly 5 feet by 10 feet in size, and behind each one is a large wooden tub.
Okay, that's a very, very different description.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So if there are tables with tubs behind them, we could turn tables sideways and we could hide behind them and barrels with tubs.
Sure.
Does it say anything about the size of the door? How many
No.
squares is it? How many are you going to say it is? Because that would change some of our mechanical or tactical decisions.
I'm going to say that it's a 15-foot wide opening.
Okay.
All right, I think we should tip these tables over and have our ranged people use them for cover.
Can we put one of them in front of part of the doorway and leave it, or so that way we can narrow the entryway?
Sal calls for Ganji to kill his prisoner, followed by a scream that's very close.
Now notice he has not called for the guy that's now dead. Does he know the guy's dead? Do we know if we can tell if the guy's dead?
You don't know their names, so
But we have heard a scream after each one.
So far. And that was a different name or the same name that we heard before?
I have used a different name every time.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to quickly prep this if we can for defensiveness, and then get get somebody lured in here if we can.
Faster the better.
Or move if you guys want to move, but we
50
just
by
need
80.
to make a decision and go.
Oops, wrong button.
Wallop, Ista, Kaela, anybody have anything to add? Actions to do something?
Nope, I just think we need to start luring them to us instead of letting them kill people.
How do you suggest that we do that without getting more than one, getting all of them at once?
Well, one was pretty close. The one we just heard. So maybe try and get that one.
And do you have any way to know whether or not that one is by themselves or whether or not there's all of them are there together because they heard us fighting the other one?
Nope.
That's the footprint of those two squares is the footprint of the salvage market.
What?
Gray area that's on the map is the
Okay.
area that we have to work with.
Okay.
Can you put a marker where the tables are?
And tubs? How big are the tubs?
Tub sized.
Excuse me. Tubs can be anything from shoebox size to something that
A
you can.
bathroom tub. Bathroom tub sized. Standard American bathroom tub sized.
You're not going through.
Sorry, let's tip the tables over. Unless we're going to move, let's get working on the
Let's
tables.
just
Yeah.
get the tables flipped over and get into defensive positions.
Yeah, and I think there's 5 tables. So we can have one person behind each table. And we can have extra tables. We can have an illusion behind another one.
Do we want to move the table so the archers can be kind of in the back of the room since there's no entrances other than the front door?
Yep.
Yes. Please.
Yes.
Can Wallop and I move the tables?
Yes, you can move the tables.
Well, people moving stuff around. Maybe I should go out and scout a little bit.
How can you do that safely?
Oh, I've got stealth.
You're not going through.
Just be careful and make sure you look out before you go outside.
Yep.
Please be very careful. We would hate for anything to happen to you.
And tables are probably set up something like that.
That's 6 tables?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I must have misheard you. I thought you said there were 5.
Do we want to set them diagonally up across the back of the room so there's 2 different groups of archers? That way a spell can't hit them all.
Yes. If that's possible. How quickly can they be moved?
These are cheap, crappy tables, so using them. I'll just warn you, using them for cover is flimsy at best.
Okay, what about the tubs?
They are similarly constructed.
Okay, so we've gone from things that can't be moved that are almost impervious to things that are flimsy.
I
Okay.
didn't say those things were impervious.
Hmm.
I just said they were heavy.
Okay, they still provide visual cover, so they should provide some sort of cover for anybody shooting at our archers,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Okay, we want to move them to the back corners then.
You should be able to move the tokens. Hang on a second.
Are we all trying to move them at once?
No, just move. I unlocked them, so you should just be able to move them now.
I don't think that we need to have everybody moving at once. So I'm just going to keep my mouse off of things.
All right, Kayla. So you're gonna move around outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get out on the main street, just in time to see the orc with the razor hands, or orc scissor hands, turn on to First Avenue, and Eric's is lying dead in the street.
And who was Eric's again?
The guy at the provision place that we
Right.
just left.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Does she have time to shoot him, or is he already around the corner?
He's around the corner.
I'm still gonna shoot an arrow in that direction, hoping it hits the street. Maybe attracts his attention.
Okay. You gonna go back inside when you do that?
No, I'm gonna stay and see if it attracts his attention.
It does. He turns the corner, comes back around the corner, dragging his claws across the buildings as he goes.
Okay. Does he look in my direction?
He does. He doesn't appear to see you at the moment.
Okay, I'm actually gonna fire an arrow at him and then move into the building.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll it in the chat.
Okay.
Why did that not work? There we go. You can actually roll again. You would have advantage because he can't see you.
Okay.
Just in case you get a 20.
Oh, he can't see her, so you're gonna sneak attack him.
Mm-hmm. Right, so go ahead and turn on your sneak attack and then roll damage in the chat.
Okay.
He I don't want to say cries out in pain so much as relishes the pain.
Oh goody.
No joy.
And he can obviously see you now.
Yeah, I'm moving into the building.
Okay.
Or the market, sorry.
Sure.
Orc incoming.
Keen.
You should have everyone reroll initiative. Gralak, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I can't tell where the doorway is on this. I assume it's to the left in the center of the wall.
Should be.
Over there. For lack of something better, here's a.
Okay.
There you go. There's your door.
I want to ready an action to attack him if he comes in and attacks Wallop or me.
Okay. Ista?
Same, I will pull out my crossbow and ready action for when I see something come through the door that is not one of the townspeople or us.
Okay. Miri?
Ditto. Ready whenever the bad guy comes. Any of the bad guys come through.
Oh, that's fun. Kaela?
I'm gonna move back towards where we have all this stuff set up. Checking my movement. Okay, yeah.
This door is actually probably going to be in the way. So Scissorhands comes in. I think Ista and Miri, you have ready actions,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Gralak has ready action.
So I guess Gralak goes first.
That's fine. That's gonna hit. So 10 damage. Miri's attack hits. And Ista's attack hits.
Hey.
Josh, was that supposed to be a hand crossbow or a light crossbow?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was supposed to be a light crossbow. I hit the wrong one, didn't I? I meant to do this one. Didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Oh man.
I roll crappy too.
Yeah, but I just figured that since it's a D8, there is.
Yes, you're right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
In a burst of impressive speed, Scissorhands starts clawing at Wallop. Ooh, a 20 to lead off. Oh, this is
Uh-oh.
amazing. So you will be incapacitated for 1 round. Wait, what is this? No. Oh, this is gonna be mean. You haven't taken a turn yet, have you, Wallop?
Nope.
All right, so someone get ready to pick up Wallop off of the floor.
As if we have anybody that could pick up Wallop.
Right.
Actually, I'm not sure if this is going to do this right, but it did not. Okay. So that attack does that much damage. So what is that? 16, 23 damage. I mean, it was a critical hit, so that's a thing.
Okay. 10 of it got absorbed, and
Yeah, he's going to attack you again. And hits. Is he supposed to get this extra damage every time?
No.
Surely not.
Well, it says on the first round of each combat, the orc has advantage on attack rolls against a creature who hasn't taken a turn yet. And it says if the attack roll has advantage, the target also takes extra damage.
so yeah, every
So you'll take another 16 damage. Let's see, that was 2 attacks?
Yes.
He can attack you again. Oop, I forgot the advantage.
Oof.
Yeah, no, he's going down.
Oof.
This is gonna hurt. Down yet? All right. Wallop's down.
Uh-oh.
So that was 50 and some change. One round. Just keep that in mind, guys.
You know what's really sad? I can only make the attacks against one target. With that ability.
That's not sad. That's good.
The orc makes 6 claw attacks against one target. All right. Callie will shoot Saberhands. Uh-oh.
Let me guess. Natural one.
Oh, yeah, she rolled a natural 1. At perhaps one of the worst possible times. Your target is immune to all damage types for 1 round.
Oh,
Seriously?
That's...
Party wipe.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Play my game, he said. It'll be fun, he said.
Let's see. Wallop will make a critical failure on your saving throw? Jeez, dude. This went from bad to worse. Lorlevant.
So I don't really have much I can do to him. So the only option I have is I'm going to do a healing light on Wallop. Because yay, it's 60-foot range.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do here.
You're no longer dying.
He is AFK, so thanks.
Oh, he's no longer dying.
He's like, well, I may as well go put the chickens up.
And I'm going to have to pretty much end there, probably. Let me double check. Oh, that's in range. Why not? I'm going to cast Create Bonfire right next, like, in the square just above Wallop. So that way, if he tries to go through that square towards Kaela.
Hang on. Do you have... It does not. Hey, let's do this. Add action, add a token.
Let me know when that's set up.
I was just
Okay.
looking for a fire token. You know, that's something fire related that's not ridiculous. Various options. Oh, there's a surprising number of things that came up when I asked for a fire. Oh, this one looks fun. How about this? There you go. You should have a token that you can drop out on the...
There we go.
Okay,
And it's concentration. So,
that sounds right.
okay. That will be my turn.
Oh, I'm having so much fun. I forgot the rolls that I did earlier. I need to double check them.
I'm clicking on it.
No, I was looking at something else. Gralak.
Well, I will attempt to hit him, and then based on that, I'll see where I go.
Okay. It misses.
All right, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Should I remind you that he's immune to all damage this turn?
No, because if I hit him, I can use Crusher to move him 5 feet away from me and Wallop, and then I can move.
Okay, I see. So what do you got? An 18?
Yeah.
That hits. So what does this thing do?
It moves him 5 feet any direction. I'm going to move him diagonally down and to the left.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move 40 feet.
Okay. Ista.
Let's see. Well, he's impervious to damage. So
You're
Alright.
stuck like me.
yeah. Well, let me see. So, clarification, is something like Tasha's Mind Whip considered damage? Yeah, it would be psychic
Does it do damage?
damage. Let's see. You lash out. Must make an intelligence. Yeah, 3d6 psychic damage.
It'd be immune to the damage, but not necessarily the other effects.
Okay. Let's see. Let me check this other one. Hold on. Sorry. I don't. Alright, I'm just going to do a mind sliver on it, which the damage won't work, but possibly the effects will.
Sure.
So let me open it. Hold on. Cast.
He fails.
Okay, so I'll just put the effect on him. Not
Go
the
ahead and try.
damage.
Just try dropping the damage on him, just because I want to see if the effect works. Nope. It was worth a try. I wonder if this will do it. Oops.
Okay.
Hey, now it works. Cool. Miri,
I am going to try to shoot this guy.
you will fail.
I will fail. That's why he's immune right now, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Also, you just missed.
Yeah. Oh, then that's such a surprise.
Kaela.
Okay. I'm going to move there,
Okay.
and I'm going to spread caltrips in that square to the southwest of me. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. So caltrops have been added.
Does that fire have a little surprised face?
Kind of looks that way, doesn't it?
Oh no!
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, Scissorhands is just gonna, walk in here and attack Wallop. And hit Wallop for 7 points of damage.
11.
11. Right, because the modifier. Let's see.
I mean,
That one-
7 would have done it, so, that's just bonus.
Let's see. He moved 5 feet there. Jeez, his speed is 40. Damn, this guy is fast. All right.
Hooray.
So he will move to there. And, let's see. Well, Kaela's the one who shot him before, so he will take a bonus action. Oops. And move up to Kaela. And use his second attack on her. Which will hit.
Good news, you've gone this turn.
For 9 damage. And then it's Callie's turn. Good news here is the immune to all damage effect is gone.
Hooray.
That might be important. Let's see. Callie hits twice. Well, that's helpful. Wallop. Hey, succeeds a death saving throw this time. And we're to Lorlevant. The Eldritch Blast will hit. Five damage. And 4 healing to Wallop.
Awake again.
And at the end of the round, ooh, that's a fun token.
Uh-oh.
The ogre walks in. Gralak. Oh dear. All right. Gralak, you are frightened of that target for 4 rounds.
So that means I need to move away from him, or
No, it means you can't move closer to him. Let me pull up the.
You cannot move closer to him. Anything you do while he is in sight has disadvantage.
That sounds right.
Anything?
Anything, any skill check, attack roll, or ability check, I believe it was.
I'll look it up here. Frightened. That wrong thing. I don't need that open anyways. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So you can stay right where you are if you want. That's perfectly fine.
well, I will spend a key point to disengage and move to there.
Okay. Gonna go take on the ogre instead?
Well, I can't hit that guy for 4 rounds, so I might as well try
You
to
can
do something.
you can attack him. You just had disadvantage.
Well, he had a high armor class, so attacking at disadvantage is not likely to land.
Yeah. Ista, how many key points you got left? Gralak?
Should have 1 left.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to try Tasha's Mind Whip
Okay.
on him.
He fails.
Ooh.
This your second level spell? Ooh, boy. So we can only make
Nice.
1 action, right?
Yeah. One bonus action or one movement or one action.
Okay,
One of the three.
sure.
Well, I rolled pretty low on damage, but hopefully that'll help.
Miri.
Alrighty. Who's there? This guy's right here.
Oh man, Miri still has all of her spells? That's amazing. That misses.
So, therefore, I'm going to do.
I believe you need to move 5 feet closer to him.
Oh, in that case,
You can climb on the table if you want.
no, thank you. If that is the case, then let me think here a second.
You have to be within 60 feet of him. And currently you're within 65.
No, okay. Yes, we really did not have a chance to set this up at all. All right.
Damn, but you set up all these nice tables.
Oh, come on.
And I think Wallop is making a very effective speed bump.
I agree.
I mean, he took 6 attacks from the orc. I mean, he only survived 3 of them, but he ate up 6 attacks.
That would have killed me.
And since we can't get 2 yet,
So is a 5-foot step a thing in this edition?
Nope.
No.
But I believe you are a rogue, right?
Yes.
You can disengage as a bonus action.
But then I can't attack him, right?
You could attack with the action. So yes, you can attack him.
Okay, so if I disengage and then attack, it would have to be with a melee weapon. Is that right?
No.
So disengage would be your bonus action, and then you could use an action whatever you want to use with, whatever you can normally use an action with.
Okay, so engage and then attack him with my bow. Will I take an attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Even with where I'm standing.
Yep.
That's
You
what
can
disengage
disengage.
does.
Disengage is taking your bonus action because you're rogue. So then you can use your move action to move away, and then you can use your action to attack.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
And when
So-
you use when you use disengage, it just means all your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
I see. Okay. So I'll do that. I'll move away. Can I move more than 5 feet then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Move your full move.
In that case, I'll move there.
Okay.
And then I'll attack him.
Okay.
And miss horribly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right.
Oh. Well, this is disappointing. That I only get one action is problematic. Just move over to where it is.
Ah, I'm not comfortable with this.
I mean, he can't attack. So
and he can't get it. Yeah, you'll just move away from him.
I mean, you're look at the bright side. Your mind whip meant that he didn't get to use the recharged I attack 6 times ability. So
That's true. Also, he walked right next to my touch range.
However, Callie will miss twice. Wallop! Welcome to the fight, Wallop.
Hey!
Hey.
For
Did
the
he
moment.
move through the Caltrip square?
No,
Okay.
I saw him move around it.
We were unhappy about that.
That hits.
Hooray.
Big damage. 22. That's pretty big damage.
Good job.
You pissed Wallop off.
Now, I mean, I feel like his nickname should be Speed Bump for the rest of the day. I mean, that feels fair, right? Lorlevant.
Everybody note that the orc is at critical damage.
Yep.
So is Wallop.
I'm gonna use an inspiration point.
Okay.
Oh,
Worse. Okay.
Still misses.
I
11
kinda
still not
figured
good enough.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I guess, to pull Kaela 5 feet towards me. She can choose to accept it or not.
Okay.
If she doesn't, she has to make a strength save. But
Okay, I'll accept it, I guess.
I figured you want to be farther from the orc.
It's an interesting ability that I don't. Weird.
Telekinetic.
No, the ogre's ability.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a weird one. I mean, if it wasn't an action, it would be kind of neat, but it's a full-blown action. If it was like a bonus action or something, it'd be amazing, but he'll just attack Wallop with a big heart. Dang it, miss. God damn it. Disappointing.
And Kaela, it would have been Ista, except for she has a table between her and me. So it wouldn't move her very far.
Gralak. Moving in. That hits. 14 hits. All right, 6 damage. I'm expecting an unarmed attack here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want to move him someplace or not.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll move him 5 feet north.
Okay. Hits again. With disadvantage, hitting twice. There you go. Fire, are you paying attention to how he does it?
He's taking all the good luck, which is fine.
At least somebody's taking it.
Ista. Your chill touch
So,
will miss.
PJ, how does that line of sight work on that disadvantage? I mean, I moved over, so I was facing away from the dude.
It's
Didn't matter for
within
this round anyway. But
within line of sight. So
and I can't see him.
You turning doesn't change that. Unless an ability says that you can close your eyes to block the effect, it doesn't work. There are things like the Medusa's gaze, right? Like has a line of sight. But if you close your eyes, you can break that.
All right. I just assumed if I couldn't see him, I could concentrate on something else and
No.
not be afraid of him for the action. But
No.
that's your call.
What's the D6 for? Oh, using inspiration. I don't hear you. Oh no, her mic's broken.
It's for inspiration, so she got a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Go, 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 go.
Ooh, 8 damage.
And now he's even more critical, but still alive.
He's not dead yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. That was weird. All right, that's me.
Miri.
Now I jump on the table.
Okay. Oh, I think it is overturned, so I should probably make you make a check, but that's okay. I don't care.
Well, okay. So I
It's
stand
fine.
inside of the legs of the table as it's there. So
Yeah, you're fine. That will miss.
Okay. And so I get back.
Do you want to, while you're there, bonus action heal Wallop again?
Oh, I'm close enough now, aren't I?
Yeah. I figured for the first one you could just move in and move back, so.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Okay. And then I'll step back behind all my stuff.
Okay, I'm going to check off your 2 spells. Kaela.
All right. So does the orc have concealment from me right now?
Wait a minute. What 2 spells? I
You
only
used
used one.
You used one before.
No, I was too far away. I couldn't use it before. I
Uh,
shot him before.
so I should take the healing off of Wallop?
No, Lorlevant healed it.
Lorlevant
Not,
healed Wallop.
Yeah, I understand that, but I still
Too far
Wallop's,
away the last time.
Wallop
So
still
I
got
didn't-
healing, so if you weren't going to use that, then I need to take the 7 hit points off of Wallop.
I've only healed him once, not
Yes,
twice.
But
I
you dropped
understand
healing
that.
on him the first time, so he left it because he thought you would move forward and healed and
He
then move
told me I
back.
couldn't do it. So
No,
I didn't
I
do
said
it.
you needed to move closer. You only needed 5 feet, and you could move forward 5 feet and then move back. That's fine. Here's my question. How many times have you healed him?
Once.
Okay. Go ahead, Kaela.
Does the orc have cover from me? Concealment from me right now?
Concealment, no.
Oh,
But
okay. Would I
probably
be at
cover.
disadvantage?
So what's your speed?
30 feet.
So you could move there and shoot him and move back if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then. So you can move, then shoot, then move again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
In 5th
Fighting
edition.
doesn't differentiate when you do actions during your move.
Right. $13.
Does that miss?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'll use an inspiration point.
That's probably a good use of an inspiration point.
Woohoo!
All right, that's gonna hit.
He's attacking Ista, right?
Yeah, his
So I
minimum
can sneak
your
attack.
minimum damage is gonna kill him. But go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I still want to sneak attack him.
Oh yeah, I mean, have at it.
Kill him, kill him, kill
I
him.
want him to be really, really dead.
Yes.
Woo!
So do I.
We all do.
The that he only gets to attack. He only gets to move or attack was
thank
Saved
you very
somebody.
much.
That saved somebody.
yes, it did. because his ability recharged. All right. Callie's gonna shoot some longbowiness at the big guy. Ooh, max damage. Oh, she misses? How did that happen? Wallop.
All right.
Man, 2 rounds in a row he's off the ground.
I approve of this.
kind of record?
Tonight.
All right. Let's see.
I mean, he's like sparking and leaking oil and stuff, but he's still up.
Again, not a robot. Whoa,
And
bigger? Are you using your...
while he's growing, I'm going to stop concentrating on the bonfire.
Okay.
Scared.
Fortunately, that
little
doesn't take an
monster.
action.
That bonfire had seen things.
It was surprised.
It's gonna hit. Right,
Good.
13 damage.
There's not much of him left.
Okay.
He has a low armor class.
Eldritch Blast.
I mean, Lorlevant has a low attack rating. Hey, he hit.
Woo!
Nice.
Yay.
All right, you kill him too.
Yeah, I actually got decent two-hit damage twice.
That's 3 of the 5 guys down.
Mm-hmm.
Three of
So
the
what's next
6, but yes.
There's an
3 of the
iron
5 that are
snake,
out roaming
Correct.
around.
the flying guy, an iron snake, and whatever the leader.
The half-orc.
What was the leader? Half orc?
That sounds right.
That's the guy who was killing others to go search the town, basically.
Okay. So we should go snake hunting?
I think we should get the flying guy first.
Yeah, I was thinking the flying guy.
Okay. Ranged, everybody.
Oh,
And if we
yeah.
run into the snake,
Should
well,
we go next door and see if we can get any healing for...
Yeah.
I'll let
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we're here for our friend again.
He's a little bit worse for wear this time.
Right.
I am remarkably snaky.
My disadvantage should be gone now.
Yeah, you're freer. Yeah, so you go in and Mother Jahanna's like, oh, dearie me. Hurt again?
Wait, is Wallop taller than the building right now?
Probably the same size.
How long does that thing last?
Let's see, like it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
I'll drop to my
So-
knees and do another prayer. Do I get 10 more hit points?
Nope.
Darn it.
She heals you twice, Wallop,
Keen.
and tells you that's it for me today.
Thank you.
Well, you're remotely helping other people, so
We have like 3 more to get, so hopefully we'll be back later.
Okay. Drinks a potion too. All right, so that's gonna be 1 round to get there and 2 rounds to for the healing that she gave you at minimum. All right, what are you doing next?
Let's
Well,
go
should we-
get the flying guy.
Okay, how are you gonna do that? Just gonna go out in the street and say, "Hey, big guy."
I'll look in the sky.
Or
we
just
see him?
start shooting it. I don't know.
I mean, that should work. Shooting at it.
Worked with the last guy.
Yeah.
After a fashion.
We should probably just shoot the first one we see and try to pull it back into the barracks if it's not the flying guy.
You mean the market Bazar or whatever?
Bizarre. Yeah, where are you getting barracks from?
Market barracks in DDO, I think.
Yeah, we can go back into the salvage market.
Okay. I should. Oops, that's not what I wanted to push. What did that screw up? Not a whole lot. Great, fantastic. Okay, so we need to do another round for you to get there. So you come back into the market. I'm gonna assume the big guy's gonna lead.
Yes.
I should still have you do that roll. Okay. And oh dear, go away. Let's see, does this give me? Oh, it does give me an image. It's a big iron cobra in the middle.
Well, that
Oh,
solves the issue
excellent.
of who we're going to be attacking first.
Right.
Sweet.
Well, we don't have to pull him.
Yeah, that looks pretty unpleasant.
Very. Yikes.
What size is
Where
that?
are we when we see it?
Piling in through the door.
What size is it?
Medium.
This seems like a theme for me today of getting low initiative.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing
Same.
for the healer.
No, it's just a theme.
Miri.
All right. Yeah, let me just make sure I can see where it is. Maybe that. There it is, out of the way. Okay.
Is it medium size or is it larger?
It's medium.
And this is now inside of the building.
Yes.
Mm?
Got in. Where did it get in from?
Well,
While we were out.
you went to the
I
you went next door.
That's right. And when we came back,
And
it was in there.
While you
Okay.
did that, it came into here to follow up on the commotion. And then you guys came back.
We still have a bunch of guys to go for. So
Oh, that's gonna hit. Okay.
and I'm going to do
Your crossbow hits it dead on and bounces off.
wait a minute. I didn't throw my crossbow at it.
Your
bolt.
crossbow bolt. I got that you didn't throw the crossbow.
You didn't say bolt. You said crossbow.
I said bolt. It may not have come through, but I definitely said bolt. You doing anything else?
I am. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it on my list here. Okay. I don't see how to do it.
What are you trying to do?
want to do a misty step back behind our barriers. How far can I go? Can I misty step back behind those barriers?
It's 30 feet, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I can't do that. Yeah, I can. I have a
It's a
move
bonus
action.
action, so you can move and then do it.
I can move and then do it. So I'm going to move as far as I can, which is if I dash,
The dash would take
can't,
it.
can't
Yeah, you
dash.
can't do that.
But I can go 30 feet, and then I misty step back behind the whatchamacallit.
Just pick up your. So you're gonna misty step to there.
Yes.
Sure. Are you using it as a spell or as your once per
Using it
day?
as my one, so I'm going to check that off.
Okay.
So now we have two different directions. So he's got 2 ways.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Kaela.
Okay, first question.
Mhm.
Is it dragging along a chest with it?
No.
In the
Right?
picture.
Yeah, right.
The first thing I looked at in the picture, oh, it has a chest.
It does
Okay.
not have a chest
Yeah.
as a rattler. No.
Okay.
Well, why not?
nice
I'd
try.
like to, yeah, really. I'd like to ready an action to attack it when it engages with somebody, so I can get sneak attack after
Okay.
watching her crossbow bolt bounce off.
Sure. Sounds
And
good.
that's all I'll do this round.
Okay. Ista.
Okay, I'm going to try Frostbite, which is my new cantrip.
Ooh.
And let's see, it causes a numbing frost to form on a creature. Target must make a con save. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
What is it with you and these
Ooh.
debuffs?
Well, you know.
Not approve of the debuffing sorcerer.
I approve of the debuffing sorcerer, so that counts more.
Hey,
It
failed.
fails. That's
Oh.
disappointing.
Did that effect go on it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it
So
took the damage.
Yeah, so now it has disadvantage.
Lame.
Nice.
Take that.
Callie will hit it.
Go, Callie.
As her. Let's see. She hit it twice.
What will probably help is none of us roll a 1 and make it immune to damage. That would probably help.
Well, both of her bolts, or both of her arrows, just bounce off it.
Yeah, I think it's going to take special stuff to hit those, probably.
Gralak.
Hopefully not too special because we don't have a lot of special stuff.
Right?
We have a couple of casters, but
Kaela, would you like to attack it?
Yes, I would.
You can also attack it, Gralak. Those both hit. They both appear to be completely ineffective. It doesn't even flinch.
Yep.
Oh, that's bad.
I want to move it 5 feet straight up.
Sure. You have that much move left?
Yep.
It's going to come over and engage Wallop. Oh, that's disappointing.
Ah.
And it's done. Wallop.
Does he make Wallop immune to damage? 'Cause that would-
No. I mean, no.
Put down the ball. Arm blade.
Okay. What does it take to schnick that thing out?
Bonus action.
Okay. Arm blade it is. That'll hit. $17 to hit, and
Actually, it should also be a D6 of damage
okay.
in addition.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll probably have to add it manually. So
Nice.
that attack hits and does damage.
Yep, it's the special hits.
Was that a magic blade, Wallop, or was that just with
Yeah.
slashing?
Yeah, magic.
A magical arm blade. Previously used to perform an undead ritual.
Yep.
Good times.
But you work with what you got, not what you want.
I mean, you're the one who strapped it to your arm, so you know. Lorlevant.
Okay, well. Pretty much what I expected.
Another miss.
Don't really have very many good bonus actions at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to move it 5 feet back. Let's see if it fails.
Okay. It does not. Miri.
I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
Oh, shooting won't do anything, but okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on a second. I am going to do a vicious mockery. I'm going to be talking about the fact that it has no nose. Trying to do it. How do I?
It's got nostrils.
Okay, there we go. I pulled the wrong thing.
It fails? Really?
Good.
Yeah, because it wasn't me. If you've
It's very
noticed, any
sensitive about its nose.
Apparently,
Yeah, I guess.
he got ugly nose. He's just ugly all over. Getting the damage.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Plinky plinky.
And I think that's all I can realistically do at this point.
Kaela.
Yeah, speaking of nothing.
Okay.
All right, I'll switch to my double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
I'll move there, and is that what sort of action is switching a weapon?
You can draw something as part of a move action.
Okay, so then I'll attack it.
You'd probably have to drop your bow to attack it this turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's gonna miss.
Okay. Oh, I get 2 attacks, right?
You can use a bonus action to attack with the other end, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, that's not what that's gonna hit.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, but does it actually do damage?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Not
Makes-
as nice.
Okay.
Makes some shiny sparks, but
Well, maybe it distracted it. So I'm gonna stick with frostbite because it gets disadvantage if it works.
It succeeds.
Aw. So
Finally.
I think it's all or nothing on that one.
Hey, it hasn't. I haven't even hit it once, so
I mean, it's got advantage on saving throws against magic, and it failed the first two, so.
So that was me then.
I'm going to point out that how often do I actually get my spells that have saves to work? Advantage or disadvantage doesn't matter.
Callie bounces 2 more arrows off of it. Gralak.
I don't believe I get magic hands until 5th or 6th level, right?
I'm not sure, but you not having it now sounds right.
Yeah.
You have like negative hands, don't you?
Yeah, but I have 1 total key point left.
It's at 6. That way you get it.
Ah,
I guess you could move up and help action.
and I'll help Wallop.
Okay. Can you do that with attacks? I guess
Yes, you may.
Good job, Wallop. Pats him on the back.
Here, take this hand.
Man. It tries to bite Gralak, but fails.
Good deal.
Not really. Wallop. This thing does fun things when it hits. I'm gonna do fun things. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Critical hit.
Nice
Don't forget
job.
your extra damage. Oh, jeez. 19 damage.
And as since I rolled a critical, I get to make an additional attack.
Nice job.
That's your great weapon fighting, right?
Right. It's the side effect of it.
Right.
Okay.
aw.
Okay. Let's see if I can do any better this time.
Go, Lord.
It's time for a kill. You've been good at those lately.
Yeah, go.
13, huh?
Yep.
It hits.
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. Woo.
It steals the kill.
And I'm
Nice.
going to move away from the door. I don't trust him not to have something coming in through the door this turn or next.
I assume there's nothing on the body. And we want to check all 3 of the bodies in here, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you are welcome to do that. That's fine. What the Helmed
What do you
Horror
think?
comes flying in.
Ah,
All right then.
Just want to
Miri.
make sure everybody remembers there's 3 bodies in here, soon to be 4 if we're successful.
Yep.
Maybe more if we're unsuccessful. But please don't do that.
He makes a good point. What would you like to do, Mary?
All righty. Helmed Horror. Well, in that case, I mean, I can. Huh.
It succeeds.
Okay.
What's the range on that?
Oh, let me look. That's a good question. Oh, I'm sorry. I was too far away. So I need to move slightly in order to do that.
You can move and then move back if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to move 10 feet closer and then go do it and then move back. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. Kaela?
And of course, now I'm regretting my decision to drop the short bow.
I mean, it's at your feet if you want to pick it up.
Yeah, you haven't
Well,
moved. Just put that thing in its
Oh,
sheath
so
and
is
grab
the
the other thing back
is
up.
the short bow in my?
Uh-huh.
It's in my square.
I figure you just move over there, drop it, and then draw the
Draw
sword
it.
while you were there.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up then,
Okay,
and I should be able to take a shot.
sure.
You just end up dropping the sword.
Right?
I
Yeah.
question
right?
whether or not she would actually drop her family's sword on the ground, but
So I think she put it
Yeah,
in it.
well,
Deal with
I
that
am
another time.
standing right over it,
sure.
so
That will hit. Nice
I
solid
won't leave the
24.
square though.
Sneak attack.
No, because it's not. Is it
It is-
engaged with anybody?
Yo.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Wallop is large. He's big.
He's dangerous looking.
Just roll 2d6. Well, actually, hang
2d6,
on.
okay.
Hang on. I'll just have you re-roll it here in a second. All right, go ahead. Just roll your damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Stop. You only get one sneak attack. Okay, go ahead.
Who is better?
It's also cheating.
I want lots of sneak attacks.
All right, you hit it. Ista.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit.
Oh, you don't want to be that close to it?
No, not so much. And then let's try a chill touch on it.
Okay. Oh, here you go.
So,
Woohoo.
and effects.
You shoot its knee off,
Bye, knee.
or shoot its leg off at the knee.
This would be more effective if it didn't.
If it wasn't
Fly.
flying.
It's only a flesh wound.
But it was very impressive.
Yes.
Yes, quite.
Callie misses twice, and it's Gralak's turn. $23 will hit. Okay, 5 damage. 19 will miss.
No.
Hello.
Oy, oy.
Okay, well, it is floating glowy armor.
Yes, well, there's that.
It hit him where his kneecap fell off.
Yeah, it's just not very often as a DM in 5th edition you say 19 misses. So. All right, well, what you got?
Especially at 4.
Yeah. 21 will hit though. Using your maul now?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I don't have to drop the arm blade, it's attached to my arm.
I think you have to like
mine-
shrink it in, but doesn't it like
and 3.
uh
That stupid thing.
Okay. Let's see. It's a little strange. Why does it have... Oh, it has a shield. It does have a shield. Okay, cool. Well, it'll keep the shield and do less damage. Slightly less damage if it hits. Which it misses Wallop. And it misses Wallop again. I want the claw guy back. He was wrecking things.
Well, I remember Wallop saying that I shouldn't try to Eldritch Blast it, so
It saves.
yeah. This is not a surprise to me.
Miri.
Miri's AFK. She had an allergy attack. She'll be right back.
Okay. We'll go to Kaela for now.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Ha!
yeah, that's a lot of dice.
Nice.
25 damage. Oof.
And it's still at over half health.
Yep.
See, this guy came in after we got mad.
Also, the
Uh,
second to last one.
Also, it's going to have disadvantage on its next attack.
Does 18 hit?
Nope.
Aw. Okay. Well, then that's me.
No joy. Callie will miss once. And twice. Yeah, your weapons are being less effective than they normally are. That's why it's still up.
Sorry, folks. I had an allergy issue.
That's okay. You can attack it or do something if you want. We skipped your turn. It's also
Okay.
Gralak's turn.
Well, if it's Gralak's turn,
I'll let
him
Miri go first.
Okay. In that case,
You both can probably go at the same time. I don't think it's going to change anything. I assume Gralak's just going to attack it. And unless Miri's been holding out on y'all, she's not going to kill it in one shot.
if I was holding out, I wouldn't do that to you.
Both of those attacks miss.
Big surprise.
And hey, 21 will hit. A little bit of damage.
All right, so put my maul back and bonus action to bring the
Sneak.
arm blade back.
Go Wallop! Go Wallop!
Nope.
18 misses. Wallop's out of inspiration, so.
Oh yeah, for like 3 games.
That's gonna attack Gralak this time. It misses, unfortunately. Thank you, disadvantage. And its second attack will also miss. These assassins are terrible at their jobs. Except claw hands, dude. Or scissor hands. Lorlevant. It fails. Alright, well, radiant damage seems to work okay. Miri.
Right.
It succeeds. Just for clarification, how are you trying to mock it?
Now, why do I have to say what I'm doing with my mockery when no one else has to say what they're doing with their attacks?
Because
Just out of curiosity.
it's more interesting to know what you're doing about what you're mocking.
I always mock their nose because they're ugly.
It doesn't have a nose. Kaela.
His missing
Exactly.
knee looks like a nose.
All right, 24 is going to hit.
Hmm?
The Kayla's attacking it. Ista.
Okay, let's try this again. Eh,
That hits,
Hey.
22. You guys are actually rolling pretty decent today on the attack rolls.
Not so great on the damage, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, well. It also appears to be resistant to necrotic damage, so. Callie's probably out of arrows at this point, but she can't hit this thing, so. Gralak.
I'll take the help action for Wallop again.
Okay. Wallop. Well, you helped a little. Tenton's not going to cut it though. You want to you want to use inspiration? You don't have.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, it was almost a 20. So disappointing. Oh my gosh. 8 and a 3. All right, Lorlevant. I'm about ready to just say this thing's dead, just to put myself out of my own misery.
We're okay with that.
It fails.
Yeah, but it died.
And I do the same amount of damage as last turn.
Well, it works. Miri.
Okay. Where did that go? Okay, I used that.
I like how Miri's still back there hiding behind the furniture.
This thing is in the doorway, so if some of us move all the way back there, we won't necessarily be in range for some of our stuff.
Okay, hang on a second here. I gotta go do that. You've been hitting and you've been hitting.
Are we casting Bless?
We are casting Bless.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay, so I've got them targeted, and then I do hit the effect.
Yep.
I clicked it.
So you're doing Wallop, Gralak, and Lorlevant?
Yes.
Um,
I wasn't sure if I should have done Kaela.
it's on there.
But-
It's on him.
but- Yeah. Okay, good. Okay.
Anything else?
Yes.
Bonus action Inspire, perhaps?
Yes. I'm going to inspire Miss Kaela Brightleaf
Okay.
with a bardic
I'm
inspiration.
going to clear your targeting just so it doesn't
Oh, thank you.
come back later. Okay, Kaela. $18 is going to miss.
I'll use the point.
How about keep the inspiration and use the bardic inspiration? They do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. $22 will hit. All right. It's starting to have chinks in its armor. Ista.
Okay, so since I noticed it wasn't being as affected by chill touch as I would like, I will try Mindsliver, which is an intelligence save.
It succeeds.
Okay. Then I'll keep standing here looking at it.
Hey, Callie hit it. That's exciting.
Go Callie.
Only once, though. Gralak.
Tell you, if it was the thing you could do, I would totally incorporate this thing after we defeat it.
Hey, Grubby, didn't you or Gralak, didn't you have to be 5 feet closer to assist Wallop last turn?
Yeah, but he could have just moved up and moved back.
Yeah, it's fine. That's going to miss with the 18. And the 16 will also miss. All right, Wallop. Hit it good. Barely. It hits.
Hey, barely is a hit.
It is indeed. I think this is your last turn as a big boy, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Did you? Oh, it's because you're arm blade. You don't get to re-roll it.
But I'll use my bonus action, which I still have, to do it again.
To go big again.
Yep.
Got it. How many times do you get to use that?
Equal to my number of proficiencies.
Oh, okay. It will attack Gralak. And miss. Man, come on, roll above a 10 here, dude. And miss again. I think I rolled every number between 1 and 10 with that guy. Lorlevant.
Well, let's see what this does.
Oh, and what is this?
Bonfire.
Oh, okay.
So he has to make a saving throw again.
Just drop it on him.
And he's going to drop it on the token.
There you go. That should work.
Thank you.
It succeeds.
Okay.
And that's if it ends its turn there, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I was hoping Gralak was going to be 5 feet closer to Wallop so he couldn't move
Yeah, well, yeah.
without going out of Wallop's reach.
Miri.
Right. That is that. Can't imagine I do any better with that than that.
It succeeds. Kaela. $16. That's gonna miss.
Is the bardic inspiration once around, or is it just once?
Just once.
Okay.
Ista.
Okay, let's try Dissonant Whispers.
He's gonna go through the whole spell list until he finds something
Yep.
that hits.
Well,
Well, I'm just
do.
going to say that it might be having the same thing that the snake did and have advantage against spells.
It saves.
however, it takes half.
Oh.
Good job.
Using a spell slot, are we?
Yep.
Alright, it dies.
Nice.
Good job.
I told him his nose looked funny because it was invisible.
Good
That's what I whispered. Yeah.
Taking this guy apart.
Not
One
sure
little nose piece at a time.
I'm not sure that works that way, but
A few in the sack.
sure. Well, we're gonna end there. Thanks for watching D&D on D&D Night on DDOstream. You can check out DDO.com to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons online, and to join us every Sunday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for tabletop gaming on twitch.tv/DDOstream. You can find the full channel schedule on DDOstream as well to find folks playing DDO. Please check out our sponsor, Fantasy Grounds, at fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter to get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today. You can follow us on Twitter at DDO Unlimited for DDO. And at DDOcast is for me, where you can also check out DDOcast.com for our weekly DDO news and discussion show, as well as other tabletop and gaming adventures. And let's see, anyone besides Wallop and Ista have something to plug?
Nope.
I'm assuming not.
And for us, join us next week. We'll be back with Cordovan, Jerry's game, where we will be back in the world whose name I just forgot. So
Maybe.
Grubbby will have to share it.
We'll be back with whatever it is we're doing.
Always a
Uh,
good
Otherwise, check out the Amethyst Dragonfly on Etsy, and I'll be back at the beginning of the month running Rhyme of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah. And like I said, next week is Jerry, and the week after that should be Evil Beaker with I think a classic night as well. Thanks for watching.
Night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.